here. Sit with me for a moment and let the world outside, the noise of the traffic, the ticking of the clock, and the heavy silence of the hallways simply fade into the background. I see you. I see the hands that once held newborns, the hands that built careers, the hands that labored in the sun to provide a future for others. Those hands might tremble a bit now, and your reflection in the mirror might feel like a stranger, but to me, you are the same beloved child I have walked beside for 80 years. I know the specific ache that comes with this season of life. I know the quiet fear that keeps you awake at 2 a.m., the fear that you are becoming a problem to be solved, a box to be checked, or a burden to be managed by the children you once carried. If you felt my peace today, leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I want to speak directly to that knot of guilt in your chest. You look at your children, now grown with their own frantic lives and digital distractions, and you feel like a ghost in your own home. You see them whispering in the kitchen about what to do with mom or how to handle dad, and it cuts deeper than any physical pain. You wonder if you are selfish for wanting to stay in the home where your memories live, or if you are failing them by needing help. My dear friend, let me clear the air between us. Your value is not measured by your utility. You are not a case to be managed. You are a soul of infinite worth. I am the one who fashioned you, and I do not see a senior citizen with needs. I see a masterpiece that is nearing its most beautiful completion. I remember when I told my followers, even to your old age and gray hairs, I am he who will sustain you. I have made you, and I will carry you. I will sustain you, and I will rescue you. Isaiah 46:4. This was not a lecture. It was a promise I made to you personally. I am not a God who discards what is old. In my eyes, your gray hair is a crown of glory, a map of a life lived, and I am the one who will carry you when the stairs feel too steep or the days feel too long. You feel guilty for needing help, but why? I created humanity to need one another. I created the family to be a circle of grace, not a transaction of services. If you feel the pressure of a nursing home looming like a shadow, or if you feel the sting of being sidelined, know that I understand the grief of being misplaced. I know what it feels like to have those you love not fully understand your heart. But do not let shame convince you that you have lost your place in this world. You are the elder. You are the keeper of the story. You have a right to your dignity, a right to your peace, and a right to be seen, not as a medical chart, but as a person. I am here to validate that your desire for independence and your desire for connection are both holy. I am here to hold your hand as you navigate these difficult conversations with your family. We will walk through this together, not with the spirit of fear, but with the power of my love. I am your advocate. I am your witness. I am your home, even before you reach my Father's house. How did we get here, my dear friend? I see the map of your 80 years laid out before me like a tapestry, and I see where the threads began to pull tight. Life has a way of moving with the speed of a summer storm. One moment you were the one holding the car keys, signing the mortgage, and tucking small, sleepy heads into bed. The next, you are the one sitting in the passenger seat, watching the world blur by through a window you didn't choose to look out of. The world outside has become so fast, hasn't it? It is a world of screens, of instant demands, and of a restless hunger for the new. In that frantic pace, the quiet wisdom of a life well lived, your life, often gets pushed to the margins. I want you to look back with me, not with the eyes of regret, but with my eyes of truth. Over the decades, you built walls without even knowing it. You built them out of necessity, out of worry for your children's tuition, out of the exhaustion of your career, and out of the silent expectations of a society that told you your worth was tied to what you produced. You spent so many years being the provider and the fixer that you forgot how to simply be. And now, at 80, when the production has slowed down, you feel those walls closing in. You feel that if you aren't useful in the way the world defines it, you are somehow invisible. This is the weight that is crushing you, not your age, but the lie that you have become a ghost while you are still breathing. The enemy of your soul loves to use these walls to isolate you. He whispers that your children are too busy for your stories, that your friends are gone, and that the only path forward is to fade away into a sterile room where you won't bother anyone. But I am here to tell you that the world's definition of a burden is a great deception. When did we decide that caring for our elders was a chore rather than a holy privilege? I remember a promise I gave long ago through my servant. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Exodus 20:12. This wasn't a suggestion, it was a foundational law of love. When your family looks at you, they shouldn't see a liability, they should see their roots. If those roots are removed and placed in artificial soil, the whole family tree begins to wither in spirit. I know the pressure you feel too. Stay out of the way. You see your daughter's tired eyes as she balances her job and her kids, and you think, if I just go to the home, she will have her life back. But my child, life is found in the connection, not in the convenience. By hiding yourself away to save them trouble, you are inadvertently denying them the chance to grow in the very compassion and sacrifice that makes them human, that makes them like me. The world robbed you of your peace by making you believe that independence is the highest goal. It isn't. Interdependence, the beautiful, messy, humble act of leaning on one another, is where my spirit moves most freely. You are worried about the future, about the asylum or the facility, and you feel like a ship lost at sea. But the solution isn't found in a brochure or a medical plan. It is found in reclaiming your voice. Do not let the silence of the world convince you that you have nothing left to say. You have 80 years of my grace stored up in your heart. You are the bridge between what was and what will be. Your presence in the home is not a weight. It is an anchor of stability in a world that has lost its way. Let us work together to tear down these walls of not wanting to be a bother. It is time to step out of the shadows and realize that you are the most precious inheritance your family will ever have. Come closer now, for we are at the heart of our journey. I see the tears you've held back, the ones that sting with the salt of 80 years of living. You are looking at the sunset of your life and wondering if the light is simply fading into darkness. But I am the light of the world, and in my kingdom, the sunset is merely the beginning of a more glorious dawn. I want to offer you a new perspective, not a worldly strategy of logistics and facilities, but a divine relief that settles deep into your bones. You have spent 8 decades running, building, and worrying. Now, I am inviting you to rest in the authority of my grace. The world tells you that at 80, your time is up, or that you are past your prime. What a hollow lie. My grace does not operate on a linear clock. In my eyes, the thief on the cross found a lifetime of redemption in a single breath. Your remaining years, whether they be many or few, are not a decline. They are the harvest. This is the season where the noise of the world falls away, so you can finally hear my whisper clearly. You are not losing your life. You are finally being freed from the illusions of it. I want to give you the courage to stand in your truth, that your home, your presence, and your prayers are the most vital work you have ever done. I remember promising you long ago, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. John 14:27. Notice, my child, I said, not as the world gives. The world gives peace through insurance policies, luxury-assisted living, or the absence of quote-unquote problems. I give peace in the middle of the storm. I give peace that allows you to look your children in the eye and say, I am staying, and we will find a way through this together, because we belong to each other. I am giving you the strength to lead your family back to the path of honor. By staying in the heart of your family, you are teaching them how to love, how to sacrifice, and how to value the sacredness of life. You are not a burden. You are their teacher. Do not fear the asylum or the sterile halls of institutional silence. If you choose the path of staying present, I will provide the manna for each day. I will soften the hearts of your children. I will give you the words to speak that bridge the gap between their busy lives and your quiet wisdom. Your inheritance to them isn't the money in the bank or the deed to the house. It is the sight of you trusting me in your weakness. When you are weak, then I am strong through you. This is the turn of grace. Your vulnerability becomes your greatest power. It draws your family together. It forces them to slow down. It invites my spirit into the living room. So take my hand. Let go of the shame of aging. Let go of the terror of being in the way. You are exactly where I want you to be, held in my arms, anchored in your history, and looking toward a future that I have already prepared. The peace I offer you today is real, it is tangible, and it is yours for the taking. We will walk the rest of this road side by side, and I promise you, the best wine has been saved for last. My dear friend, your journey is so precious to me. Don't carry this weight alone anymore. I am right here, listening. Leave your burden in the comments below. Type, I receive your peace, Lord. I want to walk with you every single day, through every doubt and every joy. Please subscribe to this channel so we can continue this conversation and keep your heart anchored in my love. I love you, and I am never letting go.